Hello everyone! Today's video is about the film Nobody. As you may already know, this video contains spoilers, so beware. And let's get this video started right away. Hutch Mansell is a middle-aged man with 2 children and a lovely wife. On the surface, they appear to be a happy family, but Hutch's glum expression betrays his displeasure. He's on the lookout for a reason to flee. The film Nobody begins with a montage of Hutch Mansell's mundane existence. He scans the same transit card every day, and every week, he misses the trashman by a few seconds. Life is a series of routines for him, which has eroded his marriage to Becca, played by Connie Nielsen, while creating a relatively happy home for his children, Blake and Abby, played by Gage, Munroe, and Paisley, Cadorath, respectively. Hutch works for his father-in-law, Eddie, who owns a manufacturing company that is governed by his alpha brother-in-law, Charlie. Thankfully, writer Kolstad doesn't spend too much time on Hutch's boring suburban life, plunging viewers right into the action of Nobody. When 2 masked thieves burst into Hutch's house and threaten him, the opportunity arises. Hutch is ready to attack them with a golf club when he comes to a halt and lets them go, giving Blake a black eye. Hutch allows them to take his watch and does not fight back, but his son, Blake, does. Hutch, on the other hand, asks Blake to lower his guard and let the robbers take what they want. Blake drifts further away from his father as a result of the incident, and everyone in Hutch's life, from his neighbor to his brother-in-law at work, questions why he did not try to stop the burglars. Hutch is later painted as a weak coward by the investigating officer and his own family. But there is something smoldering beneath his unassuming appearance. We learn that Hutch is quite an observer from a chat with his purported half-brother Harry, explaining that he held back because the burglars were desperate, afraid, and had an unloaded gun. Sammy, his daughter, complains about a lost kitty bracelet that night. Hutch becomes enraged at the possibility of the burglars stealing his daughter's bracelet, and he leaves the house. He borrows the old FBI badge from his father, David Mansell, who lives in an assisted living facility. Hutch finally tracks down the robbers, a couple who live in the downtown area. When Hutch discovers a baby in their flat, he leaves them alone. Hutch is still unable to suppress his desire to vent his rage. When the bracelet retrieval mission goes awry, he gets on the bus on his way home, and a group of Russian thugs board the bus and begin to harass a girl inside. Hutch finally gets his chance, and in a brutal and spot-on action sequence, he destroys them all. Hutch has regained his strength and is ready to confront his family with new vigor. His issues, on the other hand, haven't gone away. They're just getting started. Yulian Kuznetsov, the younger brother of a well-known Russian mobster, was one of the people he assaulted on the bus. Yulian is a drug lord and money launderer for Obchak, a Russian criminal umbrella organization. Yulian vows to eliminate Hutch and his family, but he has no idea who Hutch is. The members of the Obchak had assigned Yulian Kuznetsov the task of transporting millions of dollars in black money, according to Hutch's former government handler, the Barber. Hutch, who is already furious because Yulian put out the fire on his house and attempted to murder his family, sets fire to Obchak's cash reserve. Hutch plans a war with Yulian and tells his father about it. Hutch buys his father-in-law's fabrication company and converts the warehouse into a war camp with the help of gold bars he had stored for an emergency. Yulian and his men are then lured to the warehouse by him. Hutch finishes Yulian and the revenge game off with the help of his father and half-brother, Harry, the radio person. He tells his wife, Becca, in a voicemail that he will attempt to get things right this time. Hutch is called for service again 3 months later when the couple is seeking a new place to live. His skills are required once more. Harry and David are on a very particular mission in the post-credits scene of Nobody. After escaping the fight with the Russian characters in Nobody, the scene picks up with a father and son duo. They're in an RV and appear to be on their way to somewhere specific. When the camera pans to the back of the RV, it notices that it is crammed with weaponry. Harry was originally supposed to be deceased, and David was assumed to be long retired due to his residence in a retirement home. However, it is evident that these two are back in the game. The contents of Hutch's phone call in the final scene are most likely linked to their goal. Nobody shows Hutch to be a family man. He will go to any length to protect his family, and he enjoys working alongside them. As a result, Harry and David will most likely return to Hutch's current location to assist him with his next mission. This is what distinguishes Nobody from a typical shoot-'em-up film. I hope you enjoyed this movie as much as we did. Hutch still has his family, which means he has some personal limits that he cannot break. That makes for an entertaining, multi-layered action series. So, would you like a second season or not?